you notice that your relationship with social media is sabotaging your health and weight goals, you want to keep watching this video because I'll be sharing some tips and tricks of how to manage social media so it works for you. My name is Milda and I help women overcome emotional eating and bad food relationship and sort of stubborn food habits. I hear some shocking, alarming statistics about mental health, and one of those numbers is that around a third of young people at the moment are in the UK are struggling with mental health issues. So I think it's not a lot of it is coming back to research. A lot of it is to do with technology, information, abundance of information coming at us, and use of social media as well. So I know it's not just young people, I know that it's adults as well. So in the spirit of World Mental Health Awareness Day, I really encourage you to start looking into your usage and your relationship with social media as well. I really noticed that in my clients, that can play a really, really big part in your health and your weight, simply because often social media can trigger you to turn to food or emotionally eat. So it's really important to notice how you feel after you use social media. Do you feel energized? Do you feel motivated, inspired? Or is it more feelings of doubt, low self-esteem, fear, perhaps feelings of depression, feeling low, or just feeling quite anxious and finding that you're sort of turning more to perfectionist tendencies? It's really important to observe those feelings and those thoughts and those patterns. And even though you may think that, okay, it's not affecting me, I really encourage you to either keep a journal or just sort of track your day a little bit and to notice when perhaps you do have those behaviors. Because so often it's interesting, you can track it back when in terms of any sort of food behaviors, perhaps poor body image issues. So a good idea to change that relationship is to start to think, okay, how do I want to feel after I use social media? If I go onto Facebook or Instagram, how do I want to feel afterwards? Do I want to feel motivated? Do I want to feel great? Do I want to feel inspired? Do I want to feel happy? And really, perhaps it's time for a social media clear out, and that would mean to get rid of these accounts that do not fit into that category and that don't make you feel that way. So perhaps it's a good idea to stick to accounts that are about inspiration. Quotes are quite popular, but also can make you feel quite inspired to carry on, motivated. It's a good idea to follow some thought leaders, perhaps, and just people who maybe are on the same journey, or people who are supportive of what you're going through. So also it's a really important part to using social media is when are you using it? Are you using it every 10 minutes? Are you using it a few times through the hour? Are you using it first thing in the morning, because that can really increase anxiety? Are you using it last thing before going to bed? So quite basic things, but really important to notice your usage and notice how that affects you long term. So best thing to do if you've heard of a morning routine, it's always a really good idea to spend the first 60 minutes, which is called your golden hour, spending time how you'd like to spend the rest of the day. So like, let's say, being relaxed, motivated, calm. It's a good idea to do activities that make you feel that way. If you wake up and first thing you do is you go on your phone, you go onto social media and you look at everyone else who perhaps are having things that you want, or the body you might want, or can do the yoga pose that you can't do, that sort of paints the picture for the rest of the day. So really important to keep an eye on that. So yeah, perhaps it's also a good idea to put a cap on social media usage, whether it's just a few times per day, or setting times, like let's say 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. These are the times I'm going to check social media. Yeah. So these are sort of the main little things that could help you improve your relationship with social media. But if you'd like to know a little bit more about how you can work on emotional eating or food habits, go to my website, which is nutritionpath.co.uk, and you can get a bit more info there. Great, I'll see you soon.